6,500. There are more than 6,500 languages in the world.
But sadly, most of these are less widely spoken. More than 573 languages are known to be extinct by today. But is there a mother language of all of these languages? And the answer is yes.
But talking about the root of all language, there are lots of controversies. There's a clash between Sanskrit and Tamil because Tamil is older than Sanskrit. But as per our research, we came here with this that Sanskrit is known as mother of all language. Hi, I am Sudeshna.
Hi, I am Snehajish. Put your headphone and let the story begin. Sanskrit is one of the official language of India and is popularly known as a classical language of this country. It belongs to the Indic group of language family of Indo-European and its descendants, which are Indo-Aryan and Indo-Iranian.
The meaning of Sanskrit is refined, decorated, or produced a perfect form. The language is also known for its clarity and beauty. This is a language of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism.
Sanskrit has two types in it, such as Vedic Sanskrit, in which Vedas and Puranas were written, and classical Sanskrit, from which grammatical rules are derived by Panini.
Sanskrit is now attracting the modern world, and it is the only language that is used in the holy functions and the ceremonies of Hindus. When Sanskrit mantras recited in combination with the sound of vibration have a specific effect on the mind and in the psyche of the individual.
It is said that Lord Brahma created and introduced this language to the sages of celestial bodies. Therefore, this language also called Devvani, which means the language of the gods.
It is during 18th century when a similarity between Sanskrit, Latin and Greek was found, which gave a reason to study and discover the relationship between Indo-European languages. The earliest form of Sanskrit language was Vedic Sanskrit, that came approximately 1500 to 200 BC. This was the period when knowledge was imparted orally through generations.
Sanskrit literature is the richest literature in the history of mankind. The compositions of hymns, poems, Puranas during the Vedic period created sacred scripts of Hindus. The oldest texts in Sanskrit are Rig Veda, Shama Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. Classic Sanskrit based on old Vedic scripts came up approximately between 500 BC to 100 AD.
It was the period after which Panini composed the grammar of Sanskrit. Panini is considered as a father of Sanskrit. The two epics of this period was Ramayana and Mahabharata.
According to the latest division reviewed on 7 September 2020, around 24,821 people in India and 1,669 people in Nepal have registered Sanskrit as their mother tongue. Many Buddhist scholars from Japan, China, Thailand use Sanskrit apart from India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal and some areas of South and Southeast Asia.
Through the development of early classical Sanskrit literature, the oral tradition was maintained. Sanskrit was spoken in an oral society. The writing was not introduced in India until after Sanskrit evolved into Prakrits.
Devanagari has been considered as the effective writing system for Sanskrit. The reason could be the European practice of printing Sanskrit text in the scripts.
Brahmi developed into an era of script of the Brahmic family, many of which were used to write Sanskrit. The Kharosthi script was used in the northwest of subcontinent. The Gupta script has been derived from Brahmi, became prevalent around 4 to 8 centuries CE.
The Bengali script and the Oriya script used in eastern India, whereas in the south, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil and Grantha scripts were used for Sanskrit. Now, why is Sanskrit known as the mother of all languages? Maybe because of its great heritage and cultural hegemony. Sanskrit called mother of all languages, especially those languages spoken in northern India.
Even many words from Dravidian languages also derived from Sanskrit. Almost all of the ancient kind of literature like Vedas, Upanishads, Purans, Shastros and many works on medicines, astronomy, astrology, mathematics of those time were written in Sanskrit.
Sanskrit has a similarity between Latin and Greek. According to Sir William Jones, Sanskrit is perfect than Greek, more copious than Latin and exquisitely refined than either. The three C's such as culture, civilizations and cultivation of eastern countries are well denoted by this language, which was evolved even before many countries didn't have a specific language.
The script, grammar and phonetics of Sanskrit language are such that most of the neurons of human body get activated. Sanskrit is being taught and learned still in world's different places.
Sanskrit is a standardized dialect of Old Indo-Aryan language, which originated as Vedic Sanskrit as early as 1700 to 1200 BCE. It is one of the oldest Indo-European languages for which substantial documentation exists. Sanskrit is believed to be the general language in Greater Indian subcontinent in the ancient times.
Sanskrit literature began with spoken or sung literature of the Vedas from 1500 BC and continued with the oral tradition of the Sanskrit epics of Iron Age of India. At approximately 1000 BC, Vedic Sanskrit began its transition from first language to second language, from religious and learning.
Around 500 BCE, the great scholar Panini standardized the grammatical rules of Sanskrit, including 3959 rules of syntax, semantics, and morphology.
Panini's Ashtadhyayi is the most important of the surviving text of Vyakarana. Linguistic analysis of Sanskrit consisting the 8th chapter of laying out their rules and their sources. Through the standardization, Panini helped to create what is now known as classical Sanskrit.
Sanskrit is vital to Indian culture because of its extensive use in religious texts, primarily in Hinduism, and because most modern Indian languages are directly derived or strongly influenced by Sanskrit.
Sudharma, a daily newspaper written in Sanskrit, has been published in India since 1970. More than 3000 works has been composed in India since India became independent in 1947, while more than 90 weekly and bi-weekly and quarterly publications are published in Sanskrit.
Sanskrit is the major feature of academic linguistic field of Indo-European studies, which focuses on both extinct and current Indo-European languages and can be studied in major universities around the world. And as of the controversy whether it's Tamil or Sanskrit, we Indians gave the world the power of language, and that's why India is awesome.
If you find our video informative, please share this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more and hit the bell icon for instant notification. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Until then, see you soon.